One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you. Now, I got a video here that I made. And, you know, a good brother requested this video. A good brother by the name of Trey Day. Trey Day always make good requests of videos because sometimes, and a lot of times, it's things that I'm not thinking about that he may request a video for, and I try to meet that request. I try to meet that request, and I hope I live up to what he's asking, and I hope I provide good information to what he's asking me to do. I've done it for him before, and I will continue to do it for him if you continue to ask. And if you want a video that you want me to do, just ask, and I have no problem with doing it. And no problem. But Trey Day always asks, and I appreciate Trey Day. One love to you, Trey Day. Thank you, my brother. You give me insight, and you make me look up things that I probably would have never thought about. And I thank you for that. One love to you. Peace and blessings be unto you. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you, Trey Day. Thank you. So what the video was supposed to be about is, you know, the differences between two presidents. Because I know how black people think, and sometimes we look at things from a personal perspective. We relate to people that look like us, and we think that they have our best interests in mind. That's how we do it, right? So we look at Trump, and we automatically think he's a racist. You look at Obama, and you say, oh, Obama loves us. And we can't understand the difference. So we think things might be worse under Trump than they are under Obama. That's what we think. Because we think, you know, Obama just keeps everybody cool. Nobody's going to be upset. Everything's going to flow smooth because, you know, we got a black man in there. You know, because Obama was walking around. You know, he had the pimp walk. He had a black wife, the kids, shoot basketball. You know, every now and then he throw out a little slang. He was cool, calm, and collect. But that's how you lullaby black people to sleep, with the cool, calm, and collectiveness from the ones in power. We look at them and say they can't do no wrong. And we love it because they're cool, calm, and collect. And then you got a Trump. See, Trump coming there. Trump is boisterous. He talking that talk. You know, he arrogant. You know, he ain't humble for what it seems. He just really about what he about. He going there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hearing nothing. He like, look, this is what I stand for. I'm making this happen. I'm stopping this from happening. I'm going in hardcore. See, black people we don't respond well to a white man talking like that. But see, a black man can lullaby us to sleep, which is what Barack did. He talked a good game. But if you ever go back and look at his policies, and you look at how he moved, and you look at what he was doing, you can understand why things are the way they are. He caused it. See, weakness recognizes weakness. He was weak. Barack was weak. I mean, just be real. He didn't stand for nothing. He wasn't strong. And that's what black people like. You can't be black and show strength because other black people are going to hate you. You got to go with the program to be liked. See, Trump wasn't doing that. He was about what's real. He's a businessman. He's a stand-up guy. He about everything he say he about. But then you start breaking it down, looking at the numbers. Like, who had the worst presidency? Because everybody gonna say, well, up under Trump, more black people was harmed under Trump than Obama. You ain't done a lot of research. This video ain't gonna be long because it was easy, right to the point, and I ain't had to do a lot. It was a soft research. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. It was a soft research. And I came up with some very interesting numbers. Now, the overall numbers was about close to being the same if you look at the whole total overall. But see, then not only do you gotta look at what's overall, you gotta go a little deeper than that. You gotta look at the reasons why these things happen. So I went through, it's like 200 and something to 200 and something when it comes to police shootings of African American people is what they call it. It's about even between the two. But then you got to go in deeper and look at the reasons, right, why it was happening. And then once you go deep down and look at it, you realize that there's something different happening here. All of those cases wasn't shootings of unarmed black people. All of them wasn't situations of black people getting killed unarmed. When you look at the overall number, they both had about the same numbers. You know, they was in the same ballpark. But then when you go deeper into it and you start seeing the reasons why, and you start reading the reports, you start realizing, like, wait a minute, all of these wasn't what they said it was. And I was going through it, man. I got through I was on Barack, and he had a number over 200, and so did Trump. Well, Trump didn't necessarily have over 200, but I only gave Trump the same. I only made it fair because Trump didn't serve 2 terms like Barack did. Trump only was under 1 term. Now, if you go by 1 term versus 2 terms, then you're gonna see some drastically different numbers. So I tried to make it even and just like make a guesstimate of what would have happened had Trump served 2 years. That ain't fair, but I just did it that way because I know people wouldn't agree. But if you just do the sheer numbers, it was worse under Barack. More black people was unalived under Barack than Trump. And then when you go deeper into it, and you start looking at what was happening, the justifiable ones from the ones that wasn't justified, Trump win all day. Trump gonna win all day long. There's more things that happen under Barack's watch than under Trump's watch when it comes to black people. So if you're one of the people out here thinking that it was worse under Trump, then you're absolutely wrong. You don't have no clue. You living in an illusion. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. And if you don't believe me, you go do your own research and you will find out what I'm telling you. Trump served 4 years. Barack served 8. Now, I tried to be charitable and I tried to double it up and just do a ballpark figure in my head like, okay, if Trump did this much in 4 years, then in 8 years it would have been this. That's not what you can't really do that, but I did it anyway. To be charitable to Barack. And then you got to go deeper than that because you got to go look at the reasons behind like what was going on and what happened. And then when you dig further into it, you realize it was worse than you thought. And it wasn't Trump. If you base it in that way, because I know a lot of people base it off of that. Like, you know, they put it on the president, who was doing what under what rule. Because people think, you know, because Trump president, he making all white people be more racist. That's what people think. He's not. It's the same thing was going on under Barack. Same thing going on under Trump. It's just that it was worse under Barack than it was under Trump. Trump did 4 years, Barack did 8. So Barack did more damage, and black people was getting knocked out the box under Barack. The numbers don't lie. If you want the ones that think because somehow Trump making people be more racist and Trump making people go at black people more, you're wrong. That's not true. That's only in your thoughts. That's not the real thing. Nobody's making nobody go at black people. Don't matter who the president is. That's, I mean, that's what I say. But the numbers say differently. The numbers say Barack caused more damage. Don't get mad at me. I ain't do it. I just did my research and looked it up. I didn't make these numbers up. It's already out there. I'm not making up something. I'm not doing no propaganda. I'm not creating something that ain't there. It's already out there. I didn't do it. Don't get mad at me. I know you like Barack. I know you hate Trump. But the numbers don't lie. It's right there. Anybody can pull it up on their phone, on the computer. However, you can always pull it up. You just got to dig deep into it. But you can come up with these same numbers that I came up with. And the truth is, Barack was worse. That's all I got to say about it. Y'all take care.